Of all the times to put on a movie about an alien invasion, Hollywood knows what it's doing with its marketing. Asteroid City is directed by Wes Anderson and stars Maya Hawke, Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Margot Robbie, Bryan Cranston, Jeff Goldblum, and many more actors in here that are star-studded names to bring this particular movie to life. And here it is 1955 America, and a trip to an area where a lot of alien sighting goes bleakly wrong once a real alien invasion begins to seemingly happen, or we are receiving visitors of a different kind that changes everything. Wes Anderson has a very particular style in all of his films. He has brought it on since he was early in his career and has successfully made some of the very best films that we've had, and he has pretty much, in my opinion, rarely let down. He primarily delivers on solid films, and this movie really is no exception to that. This movie is just fantastic in all the most Wes Anderson-y kind of ways. This movie has an aesthetic to it that is absolutely intriguing, but at the same time hypnotizing. The way it's shot, it's almost like you're looking at a 1950s travel poster out of a magazine. It is just absolutely strange, but also appealing at the exact same time. That's kind of the driving feeling of this entire movie. It's very strange, but at the same time it's very appealing, and you can't help but look at it. You don't want to look away. And let me just say something else about this film. Whatever you think this film is about or what it's like, it's not. There are things that happen towards the middle of the second act that begin to make that clear, but they don't fully culminate until about the third act. But this movie, it has some surprises in it, quite a few, and they were very intelligently thought out, well written, and honestly, I'm just surprised at how well all of it works. The screenplay in here is genuinely very, very clever with how it uses things. Its dialogue in here is one of its strongest points because that's what keeps us up to date on what's happening and who's doing what and why we should care and things that we're seeing, because we, the audience, are jumping into this world for the first time, which feels familiar yet kind of alien. Again, very fitting. This movie has a star-studded cast, as I said at the beginning, which really helps this film out a lot. Everyone here knows their business and their job, but the way they bring the quirks and the intricacies and everything about the characters to life and give them different niches is so well done. It can only be done so well on paper. You can only write a character so well, but it's up to that performer to then bring that to life, and they did in here. They absolutely knocked it out of the park. Scarlett Johansson, I'd say, for me, was actually a scene stealer. She's probably the one I like the absolute most in here, but everyone turned in a fantastic performance in here. It was just brilliant cast from top to bottom, and the characters that they have are strange because some of them you're guessing about, and you're kind of like, okay, and the other ones you're kind of like, you want to side with them. You have different people doing different things. Something I like is while you kind of have a POV character in here, you really don't. Your POV characters only to really get the explanations, but they don't exactly react the way a normal person would in any of this, and I like that. This whole movie is just brilliant. The direction here is no exception. The flat camera movements and the non-moving shots, it's all very brilliant stuff, and I have to respect the boldness of this film. It really makes decisions in here that are chance takers. There's some things that could not wash over, but when done right, like in this film, they work out entirely. I had a fantastic time with the soundtrack in here. It was very entertaining. The cinematography also is very beautiful. Something, though, that I feel like people are aware of looking at it but aren't talking about is, the set design and decoration. That's what's making this movie, the aesthetic. It is not just the color grading and the way it's shot, the way they design everything in here, and the costuming, and the hairstyles. It's just everything involving the creation of this world is brilliant stuff. I loved Asteroid City to pieces. I recommend you to go see it. It's something I think you should see in theaters over streaming. It lends itself more to that with the experience, particularly with certain events, and I loved it. It's just genuinely intelligent, brand new cinema we could use more of, and it's just fun along the way with some good humor and a lot of entertainment value. I'm going to give Asteroid City an 8 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you all next time.